Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm super excited to take you along on my weekend adventure in Paris. I know, it sounds like a dream, right? I mean, who doesn't want to stroll down the Seine, sip coffee at a quaint cafe, and take in all that beautiful architecture? So, let's dive right in. So, I arrived in Paris on a Friday morning, and let me tell you, the excitement was palpable. The moment I stepped off the train, I could feel the energy of the city. The air smelled like fresh pastries, and I immediately knew I had to grab a croissant. I found this little bakery just around the corner from my hotel. You know, the kind of place where the aroma of baked goods hits you like a warm hug? Yeah, that's the one. I ordered a buttery, flaky croissant and paired it with a café au lait. Honestly, it was the best breakfast I could have asked for. If you're ever in Paris, you have to start your day like this. Trust me. It sets the tone for the whole trip. After breakfast, I made my way to the iconic Eiffel Tower. I mean, how can you visit Paris and not see it, right? I took the metro, which is super easy to navigate. Just a tip, get yourself a Paris Visite Pass if you plan on using public transport a lot. It'll save you some time and money. Anyway, as I approached the tower, I felt that familiar rush of excitement. It's just as magical in person as it is in photos. I spent some time just soaking it all in, taking a million pictures, of course. And if you're like me and love a good view, definitely go up to the second floor. The panoramic view of the city is absolutely breathtaking. Once I had my fill of the Eiffel Tower, I headed over to the Trocadero Gardens. This spot is a must for those Instagram-worthy shots. You get the tower in the background, and the gardens are just so picturesque. I took a moment to just sit on a bench, enjoy the sunshine, and people watch. It's so fascinating to see the mix of tourists and locals, all enjoying this beautiful city in their own way. Next on my list was a visit to the Louvre. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't have time to see everything, and let's face it, you could spend a lifetime there and still not see it all. But I did make it a point to see the Mona Lisa. I mean, it's iconic. The moment I walked into the room, I felt this buzz of excitement. There she was, behind glass, surrounded by a crowd of people, all trying to snap a picture. It's a bit surreal, really. But don't forget to check out some of the lesser-known works while you're there. The Louvre is filled with hidden gems that are just as stunning. After the Louvre, I decided to wander through the charming streets of Le Marais. This neighborhood is full of life, with boutiques, cafes, and art galleries. If you're looking for unique souvenirs or just want to soak up the local vibe, this is the place to be. I stumbled upon a little vintage shop and found the cutest scarf. It's amazing how shopping in Paris feels like an experience in itself. I also grabbed a falafel from one of the famous spots there. Seriously, if you're a foodie, you can't leave Paris without trying it. As evening approached, I made my way to Montmartre. This area is known for its bohemian vibe and stunning views of the city. I climbed up the steps to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, and wow, was it worth it. The view at sunset was simply magical. The golden light reflecting off the buildings created this dreamy atmosphere. I spent some time just sitting on the steps, enjoying the view, and listening to a street musician playing the guitar. It was one of those moments where you just feel grateful to be alive, you know? For dinner, I treated myself to a classic French meal at a bistro nearby. I ordered coq au vin, and let me tell you, it was divine. The flavors were rich and comforting, and I paired it with a glass of local red wine. If you're a wine lover, definitely ask for recommendations from the staff. They usually have great suggestions that can elevate your meal. After dinner, I took a leisurely stroll along the Seine. The city lights reflecting on the water made everything feel even more romantic. I passed by the Notre Dame Cathedral, which, even with the restoration ongoing, still stood majestic in the night. There's something about walking along the river that makes you feel connected to the city's history. On my final day, I decided to visit the Palace of Versailles. It's a bit of a trek from the city, but absolutely worth it. The gardens are stunning, and the palace itself is a testament to France's rich history. I spent hours wandering through the opulent rooms, imagining what life must have been like for the royals. And the gardens? They're like something out of a fairy tale. Just a heads up, wear comfortable shoes because you'll be doing a lot of walking. As my weekend came to a close, I couldn't help but feel a little bittersweet. Paris has a way of capturing your heart, doesn't it? I left with a camera full of memories, a belly full of delicious food, and a heart full of inspiration. If you're planning a trip to Paris, I hope this gives you a little insight into what to expect. It's a city that truly has something for everyone. Thanks for joining me on this whirlwind weekend adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel vlogs. Until next time, keep exploring and dreaming big. Au revoir.